to learn more about the district's progress in this regard, we have Mr. Zhang Wanlin, Talent Development Specialist at Chaoyang Overseas Talent Center. Mr. Zhang, thank you for joining us today. Now, we are talking about the Overseas Talent Entrepreneurship Conference, or OTEC. What is this organization? How does it work?
Right. So I work for Chaoyang Overseas Talent Center. We are a non-profit government agency. So our goal is to help overseas talents to better start their business in China. One of the things we do is through OTEC, which is short for Overseas Talents Entrepreneurship Conference. Each year we will hold a series of startup pitch competitions in both China and abroad. Pitch competitions, basically.
Pitch, startup
right.
Pitch competition.
Yes, basically you bring your business idea, you will present it to a lot of investors. They are third-party professionals, and you will get the ranking, and you will get a round of competitions, get to a final, and win a prize. It's the 5th year of OTEC now, and I think it's one of the most influential events for startup founders in Beijing or even in China. So we are very proud of that.
What is the, let's say, how many international startup entrepreneurs are interested, and when they come to you, what are their questions? For instance, what are they looking for? What are their difficulties?
Right. There have been a lot of international teams have joined us. If I can give you some of the numbers, for the past 4 years, there has been about over 9,000 entrepreneurs, some kind of involved.
International, foreign entrepreneurs.
Both Chinese and foreigners together, involved in our events. They are from 19 different countries. Take last year alone, we have competitions in New York City, in Silicon Valley, Seattle, Sydney, Israel, and the list goes on. So basically they are looking for investment, right? And to start their business, and they are looking for talents, say co-founders, and they are looking for market. And China and Beijing is one of the best places for all of these kind of resources. And so that's why they are very interested in working with us.
Are there any specific preferential policies to help these people start up their business in Beijing?
Right. One of the policies we have here is called the Phoenix Plan. So Phoenix Plan. Right. Phoenix Plan is one of those few that applies both to Chinese entrepreneurs and foreigners. So say last year we have a foreigner that applied, and he was quite surprised that actually he got the plan. So it's about 100,000 yuan without any cost of share. He was quite surprised because he firstly think it was kind of a trick inside.
He didn't believe that was a genuine project.
He didn't believe that was true. Yeah. And no, actually we help them to go through the business registration process. We even advise them on visa issues. I think that's something they will really need.
Yeah. Finally, what kind of advice can you give somebody who is watching, for instance, at this moment, who is dreaming about starting up a business in China? What is the first thing they should do?
Right. I would say, me myself used to live and work in Canada, and I gave up the resident status, work, and take a risk and come back to China. And I didn't regret it because there was such a tremendous opportunity in China, and it's still true today. So,
but the Chinese economy is slowing.
Well, it's like many people have different opinions, and in short term there might be some difficulties, but in the long run, I think it's definitely optimistic. And what I tell them is that to take the chance, come to China, talk to us, get our grant, and take the action now.
Okay, thank you very much. Zhang Wanlin joining us from Chaoyang District Government.
Thank you.
And you're watching The Point. I'll be right back, and our discussion continues. Triangle, circle, or both? A story can take on a whole new meaning when looked at from a different perspective. I'm Lu Xin. Join me as I seek the hidden truth Asking direct questions to get answers that are to the point. Challenge your perceptions Monday through Friday on CGTN and get to the point. Now, for China to attract foreign talents is a very important direction for the future. But one pool that China is hoping to tap into better is the huge number of Chinese students studying abroad. As more favorable policies have been put into place, the percentage of returnees have gone up from roughly 40% by the end of 2012 to around half by the end of last year. To understand the situation better, I'm joined in the studio by Gao Feng, CEO and co-founder of the online education platform KG Exam. Gao Feng, thank you for joining us today. Yeah, you are a graduate from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the United States. What made you decide to come back to China and start your business?
Oh, well, this is a classical questions I always faced many times.
How do you answer?
People always think that the United States will give you a lot of opportunities for foreigners, but from my perspective, I think the Chinese will have great opportunities for past few years. You know, depends on the economic development over during the past 13 years. You know, we will get approval for our technology, and we also have a lot of opportunities for here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is the competition not too harsh? I mean, we have a lot of training, online training programs, products, and institutions we can choose from. Why do you still decide to go into that area?
Okay, I think I can distinguish our competitors from others because we focus on the training the students weeklies, and you may ask me a question.
Students
weeklies, yeah.
Weeklies,
yeah.
What is that?
You know, you may ask me a question how we can clarify the students weeklies, and but we developed our AI tester system. AI tester system.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence tester system, and always we focus on the you know.
Let me come to the more important question here. What kind of support were you given when you start up your business?
You know, the local government give many supports, like the financial and HR consulting for us. Also, we provide some private fund and the other consulting services. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to start your business?
Almost 1 year.
Almost 1 year. Yeah. Did you consider it to be long or normal or livable?
Yeah, I will consider it for long.
Yeah. How long has the business been running?
It's one and a half a year.
1.5 years. And you're happy with the progress?
Always, I'm so enjoy it.
You're very optimistic.
Yeah.
What were the difficulties you were encountering in terms of policy, for instance?
I think the biggest difficulty is recruitment.
Equipment?
Yeah, recruitment.
Recruitment?
Recruitment, yeah.
Okay.
You know, for our startup company, it's hard to get some talents to enjoy your company. So we spent at least 6 months to recruitment intelligence, but at least we just completed half a goal.
Now, now the government is committed to creating a more favorable environment to attract more returnees and international talent. If you were to give one suggestion, what would that be?
I want to, you know, many cities and many provinces and cities in China set up their private fund to support the run of startup companies, but the application procedures is really long for at the beginning companies. So we should simplify the procedures.
So instead of 1 year, maybe in a couple of months.
Yeah, maybe less than 6 months. It's really pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, we appreciated your presence today.
Okay,
thank you, Gao Feng.